In football, revenge isn't about getting even. It's about proving you should have never been doubted in the first place. Revenge, it's not about anger, it's about purpose. It's the feeling that wakes you up before the sun, the silence you sat in after the final whistle, every headline that wrote you off, every fan who turned their back. This isn't payback, this is evolution. And there is nothing more dangerous than a player with something to prove. So, in this first part of the Revenge series, let's roll back to 2019, the night Cristiano Ronaldo reminded the world who he is. Ronaldo, who had just joined Juventus after conquering Europe with Real Madrid, but in the round of 16, he met an old enemy, Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. Atletico in the first leg did what they do best: low block, physical play, and total tactical chaos. They played the most haram football ever, total anti football, but they did manage to shut Ronaldo down. At the end of 90 minutes, with a 2-0 lead, Simeone turned to the crowd and made that vulgar gesture, taunting the Juventus faithful and mocking the king of the Champions League. And the fans, they didn't hold back either. Ronaldo walked off that pitch to a wall of jeers and hatred. But if you know Ronaldo, you know what happens next. In the second leg in Turin, Ronaldo stepped onto the pitch with one mission: to prove the world who he is. What he delivered was one of the greatest Champions League knockout performances ever. Two unstoppable headers, pure athleticism, timing, and power, and then a penalty to seal the deal with everything on the line to complete the hat trick. And when that third goal went in, the stadium erupted. And just like that, the king reminded everyone, you don't bow the goat, you bow to him. He even gave it back to Simeone. No need for gestures this time. The scoreboard said it all. That night was more than a comeback. It was a legacy defining moment. Ronaldo proved that even in his 30s and even without the white of Madrid, he was still Mr. Champions League. And in my opinion, that match changed the course of his career for Juventus as he went on to dominate that league before moving back to his beloved Manchester. In this second part of the Revenge series, let me take you back to 2009, one of the darkest nights in Chelsea's history, a match known as the robbery of football. Champions League semi-final between Chelsea versus Barcelona, and first leg was 0-0, with all to play at Stamford Bridge. Essien scored an absolute rocket and Chelsea dominated the match. But then, the referee Tom Henning had other ideas. Four stonewall penalties. Four. From Abigail's foul on Drogba to PK literally playing volleyball in the box. Nothing was given. And then in the 93rd minute, a dagger to Chelsea's heart. Iniesta scores and Chelsea go out. Drogba loses it. The fans are stunned, but then Barcelona go on to lift the trophy. 3 years later, the stage was set. Same opponent, same place. But this time, no referee was stopping them. First leg was at the bridge. Barcelona dominant position, playing their iconic tiki-taka. Pass after pass after pass. But Chelsea, they do what they do best: survive. And just before halftime, Ramirez charges down the wing, crosses it, and Drogba puts Chelsea in the lead. It was the end of first leg, but they had everything to play at Camp Nou, with 95,000 people cheering the Catalanian Giants, and with no David Luiz and Tim Cahill injured. And then John Terry gets himself sent out. Chelsea were down to 10 men, 2-0 down on the night, 2-1 on aggregate. Game over, right? Wrong. Because in the 45th minute, Lampard finds Ramirez and the Brazilian drops one of the coldest chips you'll ever see over Valdez. 2-1. Now Chelsea are ahead on away goals. Then comes the penalty. Drogba fouls Fabregas. Messi steps up and hits the crossbar. The Camp Nou gods, the footballing gods were wearing blue that night. And in the 95th minute, Barca push everyone forward. One clearance, and all of a sudden, Torres is through. He rounds Valdez and rolls it in. 2-2 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate. Chelsea, against all odds, are through. The ultimate revenge for 2009. Barca had 73% possession, 23 shots on target, and still couldn't beat the Blues. This wasn't just a win, it was justice. And the all-time Chelsea greats like Drogba, Lampard, Cech, Ramirez, they etched their names into footballing history as they went on to win the 2012 Champions League. And it all started with pain, because the thing about revenge, it burns hotter when it's been slow cooked for years. If you remember where you were when Torres scored or Ronaldo hit that shoe in Turin, drop your favorite moment in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell icon, because these revenge stories, we are just getting started.